Hi everyone, thanks for being here today and joining me. This video is a request from a subscribers who asked if I would do a video on why it's so difficult for tarot readers to read for themselves. In part, this is kind of a part two, I would say, to my first video that inspired my subscriber, where I talked about my personal experience as a tarot reader. So the answer to this question is complex. We've all been there as tarot readers, trying to get a clear, accurate picture of a situation that we are inquiring about. So what I was going to share with you is my reasons why, some of the things and tools that I use to overcome that, and then lastly, what I teach my tarot students who also want to be able to read for themselves in the best possible way. The first reason that I always bring up to a reader, myself included, is the reason for wanting to read the cards for myself, okay? Is it curiosity? Are we apprehensive about something? Versus when we do our daily, weekly, monthly outlook readings for ourselves that we keep track of and most times record the cards in a journal. And isn't it fascinating how these particular insights seem to be clearer? And I contribute that because we're coming from a different space, a different mindset. There are two different energies of both at work here. Both, of course, are interested in finding information, but one is based heavily on emotion. And we're conscious and unconscious about that as well. When we want to do a tarot reading for ourselves specifically, there's an objective there. Now, the second part that I bring up to everyone is, what is your natural characteristic tendency? And what I mean by that is, by nature, are you optimistic or pessimistic? That's going to play into how you interpret the cards for yourself personally. And then the last, but I think very important aspect is, realize that you are a tarot reader. You have preconceived, established interpretations of each of the cards' meaning. Sometimes they're key words which we know we try to get out of, but there's a reaction when the cards turn up. Now, all these factors, I believe, create an environment of uncertainty and confusion. Now, what I am about to share with you again comes from the way I've learned to try to overcome this. Number one, do not do a personal reading for yourself in a room where there has been some strife, harsh words, anger, residue, you know what I mean, anything that has maybe been negative, that hasn't been cleared out. Do your personal tarot reading in a space where you would do your clients, or at your altar, somewhere that is neutral, comfortable. Even outdoors, I find, is refreshing and opening for us. So the environment, I think, is very important. Also, take note of your personal state of mind. If you're angry, if you're upset, if you're worried, if you're anxious, if you're depressed, that's not a good time for you to be consulting the cards. You will definitely color the cards. So, in the best possible way, try to relax, maybe take a walk, do a little deep breathing, meditation, even yoga and some stretching, releasing it until you feel like you are a neutral vehicle for the information that is about to be revealed to you. All right, to read objectively, I'm now going to share with you the formula that I use. Try to find yourself to be 2 separate individuals. Okay, what do I mean by that? Become the client first and the seeker second. Get your favorite deck of cards out, your warm and fuzzy, the ones that make you feel good or don't bring up anything or an image on the cards that may stir darkness, or you're sensitive to that image, that it doesn't work well with you. So go to your favorite deck of cards, and if you can become two people, this immediately establishes a mindset where you're emotionally detached. If you are the client, if you are the seeker, without any ideas or being influenced by what you think the cards are going to reveal. And it's also helpful if you can consult the tarot by a non-personal question, such as, I want the truth to be revealed, or the wisdom of the tarot. And repeat that in your mind or say it consciously until you have forgotten any emotional attachment, any words for the reasons, misgiving, anything that is not neutral. So you want to say something that has nothing to do with why you're consulting the cards, but still invoking a higher source. I want the truth to be revealed. The wisdom of the tarot. Also, lay out a given spread. Do a Celtic cross where there is meaning to each placement and it's specific. That's going to also help you focus more greatly. Then when you're ready, pick up your cards, shuffle them, go ahead and lay out the cards, and just asking for the truth to be revealed or the wisdom of the tarot. And then read the cards as objectively, not looking for any validation or rejection of a thought that could even enter your mind at that point. Clear it away, get back to neutrality. Then scan over the cards and take note of any court cards and who or what they represent and where they are facing. What card are they facing to and what card is their back to? Now, of course, if that image is direct, then you want to look at the card above and you want to look at the card below. Also look at the balance in numbers of major and minor arcana. If there's a lot of major arcanas, then you've got a lot of archetypes and energy working in this spread. If there are minor, then you're looking at something that seems to be more universal, more mainstream, something that you can identify on a, let's call it a 4-prong limit. Does it have to do with finances? Does it have to do with emotions? Does it have to do with thinking? And does it have to do with the inspiration? Is there lack of fire and enthusiasm? So taking note of which dominant suit is also going to help you tell you where the tarot is pointing for you to put some energy and insight in. Okay, finally, most often when we look at the cards, we do have an immediate reaction. An emotion will surface, and it's probably a personal bias. If that happens when you're scanning the cards and you're looking at the cards, then you know that the higher self is not at work. But if your intuition is reading the cards, the images spring a kind of a brand new meaning, something outside your own thought pattern. It's almost like, oh, where did this come from? And the insight entails almost like a sense of inquisition. Oh, I wanna look into this a little bit more. I don't completely understand it, but it's intriguing. It's different. I haven't thought about this before. And from that standpoint, you're in the flow of intuition, which will remain with you and guide you with that frame of mind, I think, with better clarity. So that is the answer to that question. I certainly welcome and would love to have those of you who are tarot readers and practitioners to go ahead and give me your own viewpoint, your own experience, your own suggestions on how you have conquered or bypassed and subdued the tendency to not really be able to read tarot cards accurately for ourselves. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me today. Sending blessings and love to everyone. Bye for now.